What is up, everybody? In this video, we're going to be no-hitting Elden Ring using the Hookclaws. The Hookclaws are known for being super fast with lots of bleed, but a lot of people don't know that they have some of the hardest hitting charge attacks in the game. It's so dumb. Just like the other claws in the game, it is an absolute god-tier weapon. Am I playing the wrong game or something? Like, what is that? What is that damage, dude? That didn't seem right. I hope you guys enjoy this run, and make sure to check out my live streams where I'm doing a massive marathon and completing tons of no-hit runs just like this one. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we're going straight to Margit. Consider becoming a VTuber. For what reason? Why would I do that? But no, I have not. Getting an American Thanksgiving dinner mukbang, right? Canadian Thanksgiving has already happened, and it was a while ago. So no. All right, let's see if I get this kill right. It's always nice using weapons on these runs that are early, like, or they're, you don't need to use cheat engine to get them early, I guess. I don't know if I normally parry that one, but I did that time. So tap R2.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy
Smoke them?
veins.
Ever considered streaming? Nah, I don't really like streaming, dude. Yeah, I always find it satisfying to do runs where it's like a legit route that doesn't need, yeah, you're not like I'm not giving myself a weapon at the start of the run. I'd rather do them this way. Whoops, that's what I meant. Yeah, sub 2 Margit, dude, it's crazy. Yeah, doing the run this way, it's pretty much like doing a DS3 type of run, where you kill the first boss in the first minute and a half. Similar kind of thing. Similar feeling. There it is. My controller, I used an 8-bit dough ultimate too. And you know what? I actually just ordered a bunch more as well, because I give it the stamp of approval for durability at this point, or longevity. It lasts long enough for me to justify buying a bunch of them. So I bought like 4 more or something. Okay, should we go kill Crystalian now? No, not hashtag ad. It'd be nice if they sponsor me though. That'd be kind of cool. Hoarding controllers for 7 generations. It's just I don't want to run. I don't want to run out is the thing. I don't want to be left in a situation where I don't have a controller and I need to do something. And because that has happened before. You know, when you're playing Souls games and you're fighting a boss and then the stick just decides to not give input, that's a big problem because then you can't roll. You do backstab. So I ended up, it was the finals of a tournament. I ended up getting hit 6 or 8 times or something because of that. And then the whole time the controller that was being delivered was already at my door and I just didn't know. But anyways, so after that, I'm like, I am not going to have that happen again. So yeah, we'll go get this, and then I guess after this, I'm not sure how much of a setup I want to do for Godrick. Controllers for next decade? Well, I don't think I have enough controllers for the next decade, but next couple years at least, for sure. The setup is faster. It is, but it's not when you have to do the setup anyways. Can't say I recommend +0 claws on the Crystalians. nearly got hit there too. That was close. Let's go and Shogun. That was close. I guess let's go here. Go get the Axe Talisman and stuff. Kind of, you know what? I think it's actually better to go from the other way. This is what I'm saying, though. I wish I had a more calculated early game on this, where I know exactly the order of things that I should do. Kind of looked like I aggroed him for a second. But yeah, ideally we reach plus 12 for Godrick, and then I'll get Cragblade, and we'll go fight him. All right, we'll grab this one. We'll get Dectus. And then my other talisman, we could go Blue Dancer. Although, maybe I should wait until I get Blue Dancer so that we get a better Golem fight. Yeah, the Demon Souls headbutt thing. Do enemies, or does a headbutt even do any damage? It doesn't, right? So isn't that run just not even possible? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm going to bother with the Source Seal because we already have 4 good talismans on this run that we want, so I don't think we need it. Okay. Altus access. And now I don't, like, the problem is I don't think I have enough money to get to plus 12 right now. Just want to go get Cragblade. That's what I was thinking. Maybe I should kill the Bellbearing Hunter, but it's just, like, that's just extra time doing something that I don't actually have to do. Go get the Iron Wet Blade. The only thing about getting this, I don't actually know if you can just run, pick it up, and then run away and then warp out or something. Probably be better to do this without any money. Or maybe you can Ukri. I don't know. Let me try that. I feel like it should work. Nice. Good to know. Guess that'll do for now.
You'll no match loud, you're...
I feel like I should go get... You know, Blue Dancer will get later. I'm going to go get the Winged Sword now, though. That's what I'll do. Why is Academy never an option in no-hit runs? Well, it can be, but the main reason is that the bosses are terrible. Red Wolf is extremely dangerous, and Renala is also extremely dangerous as well. Like, they're both super dangerous bosses compared to going to Margit and Godrick, which is, you know, pretty simple. And also going to Radahn means that there are no additional bosses on the way. Right? You just, oh boy. Got the Bloodborne muscle memory, dude. But yeah, that's the main reason why Academy is pretty much never done for no hit any %. It's just that very few runs make sense to do that.
The gods demand repentance. Cough up your coin. All of it.
I'm Brazilian and I'd like some tips on how to be a good streamer. I really enjoy your live streams.
Nice. Good stuff. Would now be a good time to go get Golden Vow? Maybe, but it's fine. All right. +10 with Cragblade. It should, like, This should be perfectly good enough. I think I just lost my stun there.
Good luck.
Probably doesn't matter. Yes, I did.
I am the Lord
Nice.
of all that is golden.
I think... No, we'll go get Godrick's now first. Yeah, I need to look at that updated spreadsheet of the run request. I mean, I saw it before, but it's certainly nicer to look at than the Twitch like viewer reward thing. Any of these runs gonna be videos? Yeah, I mean, probably most of them, unless there's some reason why it wouldn't be. Like if I've already done something similar before, maybe. Much comfier to go get Godrick's Great Rune coming from this way than try to go front gate if you don't have stealth. Okay, so what do we still need? We're gonna go get Godrick's. I don't have a rune arc yet, so we're gonna have to get one of those eventually. We need to get Flame Grant Me Strength. We need to get Golden Vow. Other than that, I think we're pretty much good. Now, CE would mean Cheat Engine, the ones that I need to start with the weapon already, because it's just, you know, maybe it's too late in the game or something. I don't know, it's just some DLC weapon, right? Most of the run, if I didn't start out with the weapon, most of the run would be without it. And so in that case, we just start with the weapon. I was saying earlier, I do find it more fun runs that I don't need to do that, just because then you actually get a good look at how the weapon... how viable the weapon is for a real no-hit run, but it's still fun. But I guess I just like that part of the routing, trying to figure out how to get the weapon and what the path should be to it and stuff like that. Okay, let's go get Flame Grant Me Strength. I could do those runs in NG+. I don't like NG+ runs, though. I don't like starting with the upgrades already. If anything, it kind of just dumbs down the route, because then you're just going straight into bosses and then you don't have to think about anything else. So I'd rather just start out with the weapon. The same with when the DLC came out too, actually. A lot of people started doing DLC no-hit runs with just a pre-built character entering the DLC, but that's just not for me. That's why I did the Stranded DLC run, where I just started with nothing. Go here. Go get Golden Vow. I guess I should probably buy the dagger to put it on too. And then we still need to get to plus 12. I'm very interested in how this is going to look fighting this guy. Nice. All right, let's go get plus 12. Equip Golden Vow. I think we're good. Like Blue Dancer, I will get, but maybe not for a little bit. Probably not until I get Stealth. All right, so we're plus. What are we? Plus. I think I only need 10 of these. Buy the dagger as well. And then we need 2 levels of Faith, and then eventually we need 2 levels of Int as well. But yeah, probably the rest we just pump into specs here, I think. But yeah, we definitely... I should definitely be able to get this run today. At least. I mean, it'd be nice to start out with 2 runs on the first day. That would keep us on pace to finish the challenge, but I also recognize that I might have to de-rest a tiny bit at this game. Classic bleed proc on the last hit. Okay, go here. Yeah, the All Remembrances runs are going to be quite a bit more. Although, what I was thinking is that I'm probably just going to skip Rykard on every single one of them. So it actually, it makes it less bad. Well, I don't know. the difference, and what I was going to do for all great runes, instead of right card, is I was going to do Placidusax. That's what I generally do on these runs. Just because, yeah, right card, I'm not going to go fight right card with the Hookclaws, you know? It wouldn't be that bad, but doing it no hit is bad. That's the problem. And so, yeah, I feel like Placidusax is a boss that makes sense to replace right card with. Right card is peak level design. No, it's not. Right card's a decent boss, but for no hit, it's not fun to fight him without the Servant Hunter, pretty much. With the melee weapon, that is. So I don't think there's any point in going over there. And then not to mention also Godskin Nobles is basically a repeat boss because we already have Godskin Duo. So really nothing of value is lost by skipping right card over there. We didn't even get the bleed proc and he still died so easily. Actually so funny, dude. It is funny how these weapons would still be top tier if they didn't have bleed on it. Because they do a lot of damage, man. Alright, let's go get the talisman pouch before I forget. Alright, now probably... Well, you know what? I guess what I do on normal any percent is I go and get Blue Dancer Charm once I've already gotten my 4th talisman slot. So I guess I'll do that again. Does headbutt only work for Demon Souls? I don't think it does. I think it's just a meme. I'm almost certainly not going to do that. But yeah, people can request it whatever they want, but it doesn't mean I'm going to do it. You know? Presumably, once I finish this, I'll reopen the run requests. Although maybe that's dangerous. I don't know. I'll have to up the prices a lot. The inflation, dude. How we make them? I could even make them like 500k, and I feel like that'd be pretty reasonable. I wonder if I can turn this guy around and then... It's kind of slow to sneak around him every time. We'll be able to charge our 2 on that. Classic bleed on the last hit again. Funny how that always seems to happen, but that's why you would want to use Blood Flame Blade, so then that wouldn't happen.
Less than 3.
Let's go here. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the problem is actually that I'm dealing so much damage that the bosses just don't have a chance to bleed. I am also doing a Charge 2 build. I don't think I bought a staff yet. I should have bought this when I went to the Lean Rot Night. I don't think we need any of this other stuff. Oh, I already have the lantern. Oh, I didn't realize. Yeah, I guess that was one of the starting items. Okay, so we already have enough int. Let's just get dex. We're good to go. 40 minutes into Leyndell. I think on a normal smithing stone route any percent, at 40 minutes, we'd generally be going to fight Margit about now. If I could pick up the weapon without having to fight anything. No, I don't run through Mountaintops. We just go straight to Fire Giant. Yeah, what I do is I get to the rolled lift and then I just go straight up. Yeah, there are always some people who don't like that I do this. And that's fair because I'm not playing the game like unmodified or whatever, but I've done so many any percent runs without this stuff that I feel like I've earned it with them. And especially just because it doesn't add anything. I want the Grace up here. Yeah, so after this gold free fight, we go get Blue Dancer Charm. But yeah, so the longest marathon I've done before this point is I did what was it, like 5 days? How long was that DS3 marathon I did? It was like 130 hours or something like that. That was actually a pretty insane marathon where I would only sleep a couple hours and then just, back to 18-hour grind. This one's gonna be, it's longer, but it's gonna be more chill than that because I'm not doing 18 hours a day, probably. Game kind of lagged there. Even the tab R2 on this thing hits hard. Kind of funny. Just like a little quick jab and it's 2,000 damage. What about a no-hit kill all mobs in the way run? I'm good. I'd honestly be much more likely to do a kill all enemies run. You know, where I kill every enemy in the game. I think that'd be more fun than that. I feel like I would want to have a mod that makes enemies not respawn or something. Because if they just respawn, then it's like, it's not satisfying that way. If there was a mod that made enemies permanently dead after you killed them, then I think that'd be a fun thing to do, probably. I shouldn't get chased this time because I used Unseen Form. But yeah, I mean, it probably wouldn't be that hard to make that, so maybe one day I'll do that, but that would take forever, dude. Oh, there's already a mod like that on Nexus? Interesting. Just don't have to worry about a stun when he dies in 2 hits. Right back here. Yeah, imagine you miss one enemy and you don't know where it is. Yeah. Yeah, that could happen. Is there a run where you need to do a quest to complete it? Yeah, I mean, I did all achievements no hit, which requires at least the Ronnie quest. Well, an all quest run is still, like, I do want to do that on that lore playthrough that I haven't continued in over a year. I can say I like how this has started so far. Not a great fight or considering how strong this weapon is. This is kind of unrelated, or it's a little related, but I was thinking of doing a marathon at some point. I wasn't sure which one to do, either this one or the one I'm about to talk about, but Hunter convinced me to do this one instead. I was thinking about doing a marathon similar to the DS3 one I did a long time ago, which is from level 1 to max level in one stream, and I wanted to do it in this game, but instead of farming, because that's just not fun to just farm, you know, 1,000 Albinorics every hour, I would use the Infinite NG mod and, yeah, just like play through the game a bunch of times. But I think something like that could be pretty fun. I would have to calculate how long that would take first, see if it's a reasonable amount of time. I didn't want to edit a 200-hour run. Well, yeah, probably not. No, it is super repetitive, but it was very fun in DS3. Super tedious and stuff, and especially because it's not like I was doing different builds every playthrough. I very quickly realized how long it was going to take. And so at a certain point, I just went Twin Blades and I just started blasting through the bosses. And it was like, yeah, 100 and... I think it was 80 hours in game time or something like that. All right, so we now have Mountaintops unlocked. Yeah, oh, look, at Grace appeared. We get a couple of those. You know what? I'm going to stay at plus 18, I think. I'm going to stay at plus 18. Because maybe that'll probably offset the Godrick Great Rune difference. Might not, though. See, now, by this point in the run, we have saved, with the Graces, a significant amount of time. Like, at the start, you know, maybe it doesn't save that much, but just not having to run through Mountaintops is real nice. Just one little section. Iggy lost a French challenge to Radahn sniping him off a ledge. Yeah, I mean, gravity is certainly a killer. That's probably the way I would die on a run like that. Doing the level 1 randomizer deathless run is the ultimate test of being aware, like awareness and being methodical when doing a run like that. Oh, you know what? I said I was going to sleep him. But I didn't get the crafting. It's fine. You know what? I guess I should have... I thought he was going to stun there with R1s. So I kind of wanted to bleed him. Yeah, I actually did bleed him, I think. I don't know if it was much better, though. I don't really like his positioning all that much. Yeah, this is not ideal. Usually I like to go behind him when he does the Bell God attack or whatever. So I can bait him to roll. You just knew he was going to do that. Like, you just knew. Please bleed. Oof. Tough boss on this, dude. I think I do think I would come close to scripting him if I got sleep pots for it. I just forgot. Yeah, I was kind of concerned when I saw him roll to the side like that. I had a feeling he was gonna do it, and I didn't want to get smushed between the fog gate and him. And it was close. No, I'm plus 12. I am plus 12. I got all the stones, and I think I just didn't upgrade. God damn it, dude. That's so funny. Oh, brother. Did I actually get the stones too? I actually did. Whoops. Okay, well, that makes sense, I guess. God damn it, dude. How did I forget again? It's like, oh, are you plus 12 again? I'm like, no, I am plus 12. Wow, I actually am. Okay. Whoops.
Maybe.
It's okay. I'm just making it harder on myself, dude. I got all the stuff, and I just didn't spend them. It'll be interesting when we do somber runs of this, because like the somber route with the starting graces should be so much faster. Because we're gonna get to plus 4, which we can do all at EG, and that's it. And then we just fight stuff. Whereas with the smithing stone, you got to go get the, in this case, we're going to get both bell bearings, which is an extra boss, an entire running section, plus a little bit of the running section actually go get the chest. Yeah, the somber route should be even faster, but how much better it is really just depends on the weapon. But I think on some of the later run requests, I started liking getting the Somber 7 in the sewers, so I guess plus 6 is what I do. We go plus 4, maybe it's not that much faster. If I go plus 4, then kill the 2 Great Runes, then get into the capital, then the 5 and 6 are quicker in the capital. You would go to Volcano Manor, either kill Noble or do the skip, get a plus 9, and then start fighting stuff, but it's not fun doing it that way. Even with the starting graces, like that's still pretty slow. Okay, so we still need to go get the crafting and the sleep pots here. Maybe I should have gotten it before this. There's at least a good Somber 6 in Capital. What 5, though? There must be a 5 somewhere. The crafting kit. Must be a good 5 somewhere.
Oh, are you here as a
I guess it really just depends if I want to go plus 4 or plus 6 with the Great Runes. Because generally, if I'm going plus 6, generally I would go into Old Altus Tunnel and pick up the 5 and 6 in there, which is a pretty simple thing to do. I think on the bingo routes, I believe that's what I used to do. So what do I do? Do I not put on Ritual Sword here? We are one upgrade lower, upgrade level less than we were when we were going through this first time. Do I leave off Ritual Sword? Swap after Noble? Yeah, I could do that to be safe, just to make sure I don't have too much damage. Yeah, what's really nice too is that this boss is, at least the Noble's weak to Slash. Like, I think that's the best damage type on him. Which the claws do slash damage. All right, let's see if this works out. Oh shit, it was still too much. Ah, okay. Didn't mean to do that either. Hopefully I didn't wait too long. I kind of wasn't really counting. Should be fine. This should be a one cycle if I figured out the correct amount of damage there. It should have been a one cycle, but our damage was just simply too high here, I guess. You know what? Maybe I should have practiced the bird skip a little bit more, because I'm not I'm not feeling super confident on it. Especially because there was one point in time at which it was a co-op run with Potasic, and I was trying to show her how to do the skip, and I just missed it several times. I'm not feeling so great about it. All right, plus 25. Yeah, and then people are starting to say that like the frame rate might affect it because I play at 120 FPS. So I don't know. Not setting myself up here very well. Maybe what I'll do is I'll sleep the guy so that I have more time, or there's more of a chance that I can fast travel out if I miss. Godskin's resistant to strike. They're definitely, like, the Noble is definitely resistant to strike. I'm not sure about Pierce, though. Fucking hell, dude. I wasn't even close to landing. I gotta practice this skip. I don't know why just all of a sudden I'm kind of scuffed at it. Like, I wasn't even close to landing on the ledge there. I gotta practice it, I think, after this. That's why I'm sleeping this guy, so that he doesn't start attacking me. And then cause me to not be able to fast travel out. Here we go. Maybe I just need a better setup for it. Like, the hard part is supposed to be the last jump. But yeah, I've just been messing up the start somehow. And it is, ever since I have been using 120 FPS, that has been the case. But I don't know if it's just a placebo. And it's just I've actually been setting it up wrong this whole time or something. Bert's given the French challenge. There's no chance I do that. Not because I'm gonna miss it, but you just never know who the enemy up there is gonna be. You never know if you're gonna get one of those spiral casters below or something like that, right? Like unless you just scout it out first, I suppose. Yeah, I actually am really surprised that I got out in time there. Like, it felt like my fast travel was a little bit slow. I thought I was gonna die, but it didn't.
Who approacheth destined death. I will not have it stolen from me again.
Hello? Here we go. I guess that is an issue on this boss.
Destined death. To kill what?
So is a thing. Are claws the day one Elden Ring speedrun weapon? right, let's go get this. That's why I give myself this grace at the turtle so that I can go get this item. Because it is like on a normal any percent, going all the way here to get the Frenzy Flamestone, that is kind of a trek. Okay. Yeah, the setup time was bad. Yeah, that makes sense. Going with like a smithing stone setup. I mean, the claws are objectively an insane weapon, but that's not the only consideration, I guess. Should have more than enough damage if I do this properly. And then I guess need to go like that. I guess this stream is going to be more like a 31-day stream, huh? I mean, it's a little more than 30, but then it's going to go longer because this countdown is only until the Game Awards starts, and then I'll watch like the 3 hours of the Game Awards or whatever. Okay, so let's this one, and this one.
To stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. Queen Margit has high hopes for us, but we continue to struggle. Unto eternity. No.
Beautiful.
Bones.
Kind of, it really is insane how hard this Charger 2 hits. Why don't I hit him when he's yapping? I mean, I sort of do, but I don't know. There could be a way that there's enough time to do 3 charged R2s there. But yeah, it could be possible that you could do 3. Okay, when should I stop getting dex? Like 80? Most weapons that I've tested that with don't need 3. But I'm sure if I did like a dagger run or something, it would cause some problems. But on a dagger run, we'd probably have to go with some sort of backstab strat or something like that. It's kind of nice to have that pierce damage on the. That was not a good roll. I guess is the Charger 2 pierce? Oh my god, the damage, dude. Is that Charger? It must be pierce, surely. And I guess that means since I did all Charger 2s on Godskin, I guess we weren't actually doing slash like I thought there. But it's nice because you get those counter hits. And it's like a really quick, if you just do with a tap R2, it's very easy to get counter hits with that because it's so damn fast. I think we can do, I believe we can do Charger 2 opening here. And last time it wasn't quite enough damage to go straight into phase 2, but we don't really need that. And then once we get an Elden Beast, then we're going to do re-up Craigblade plus Flame Grant Me Strength for the more important buffs. Yes, it's like if I had Red Feather here, it would be enough damage. Let's see if Elden Beast is nice to me. I whiffed there. Okay, he was nice to me there, but I kind of messed up, dude. Simple, first try. I whiffed 2 hits there, and I think I need to hit probably every single swing in order to get the stun. But we're going to continue this into all Great Runes, and then if I finish all Great Runes, then we're going to go all, like, with the DLC as well. Let's start by going to... Let's just go to Malenia right away. Anyways, yeah, we finished the 80%. So we're 1 for 1. 1 run request down. To learn the Spirit Spring skip to Snowfield, what do you mean, like the randomizer one? Is there a new one, or do you just mean the old one? Okay, what is my plan here? I feel like I don't really need more endurance, so I'm just gonna get 99 dex. I think new map's not needed. No, I think it's completely opposite. I think that's the most important thing that's needed. For me, at least. Like, the gameplay in the same map has gotten so repetitive. I think the game should have had a randomized map every time. And what I mean by that, like, randomly generated terrain. And there needs to be, like, there should have been, I guess, just ideally, there would be more randomization with the structures that spawn so that it feels different every time. I think that's the most important thing. The goal of a game like that should be to make each run feel different every time. Okay, wait, what is my lineup for this? I think it's here, right? No, this must be right. Yeah, I've got the skip, but I think I'm good. That was not clean. I don't think that's how I normally do that. I think they need to do something different about builds. Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, Hades does it excellent. And I still have to play the second one. I guess I could have done a stealth strat here. Should be an excellent weapon here. One thing that's kind of interesting is that the soldiers in the first encounter, the soldiers actually spawn quicker than in any other encounter. Like, once you've already aggroed the boss. I think this is what I'm waiting for. Not what I meant to do. What am I doing right now? Look at this damage, dude. Damn, dude. That's just disgusting. That's pretty gross. Full health bar gone. Just like that. Oh, skip was on the old bot? Really? Succeeded, at least. Actually, not sure why I don't give myself the grace that's up there. I probably should. Yeah, I just watched the Night Rain trailer. The trailer's cool, but I don't know how I feel about it, though. I can't say I'm super excited because it's just all things that are kind of the minimum that I'd expect. Yeah, they do say and more, so maybe they're underselling it. It's just, I really think a new map is important.
Please, no.
Your merciless moves. Let the curse take every...
Which shifting earths are not the same every time? The crater's the exact same every time. The city's the exact same every time. Oh, the Rot Forest isn't the same every time because you have randomized bosses in there. And then the mountain's the same. So, like, literally only the Rot Forest is different every time. Because the shifting earths are pretty much the same every time, it still is not enough. But yeah, the Night Lords looked really cool in the trailer, which I think is actually more important in Night Rain than in Souls. Or it just, like, at least for me personally, I'd put more value on bosses looking cool in Night Rain versus in the Souls game. But yeah, we'll see how the fights go. How far will we get on this run? But yeah, I was kind of debating whether or not I should continue these runs past any % or past their actual request. The reason being that, oops, that was a terrible thing. We do have a lot of run requests to do, and it does add, you know, depending on how far I get it, it could add a shit ton of time. Yeah, we certainly started with the easiest run that we, the Hookclaws are genuinely a top tier weapon. And they're pretty much good no matter how you build them. Multi-hit, charge R2, status, like jump attacks are really good with them too. That's pretty valuable to have a weapon that can be built in so many different ways. In this case, I do think charge R2 is probably the best for what we're doing. But for more general, like for more casual playthroughs where you're not optimizing your damage, I think status might be better on most things. I don't know. Continuing this run, mean all remembrances? No, I'm not going to do all remembrances. I'm going to do all great runes though. You know, if we successfully do that, then I'll go into the DLC after. But we're not going to do right cards, so that means we are going to do Placidusax, Malenia, Moog, and Rennala. And I think that's it, right? Then go get the Thorny Tear. It's just right card. Like, I'm not going to go fight right card with the Claws on a no-hit run. There's just no way. Unless, like, I guess what I could do is just do the Claws in phase 1 and then the Serpent Hunter phase 2. Well, Fortisax is part of all Remembrances, and I have no interest in doing Fortisax on this run. This guy's actually not super safe to go fight, so I think I want to try to do a Kukri strat too if I can. No, I'm not going to adjust the boss count on this. There's no need, because we already finished the run we were aiming for. Kukri just gives you a little bit of a better opening here. Nice RNG. Very nice. Did I bleed a tree? No, it's just our damage is so high that it looks like bleed. is what it is. That's all it is. Oh, what should I do for the Albinoric Archer? I should have kept the Radahnn's Rune. I'll just do the old strat, I guess. Fine. I do like Great Bow because I can just easily knock the enemy down. Like, I feel like Great Bow is probably the easiest way to do it. You know what? We can go get the Assassin Armor now, too. Was the Malenia from Nightmare DLC a frustrating boss? Yes. Yeah, I would say so. I would say that's true. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was intentionally that broken, that boss, or yeah, like just broken so that it would just be harder, or what exactly happened with it, but it was definitely painful. Yeah, and the fact that, like, I think the worst part about that Malenia was the fact that it was probably that grab. That grab was just egregious, dude. Because we have to shoot the enemy first. There I go. Since I'm silent, I should be able to just walk right up. Yeah, no need to get Great Bow when you got this strat. But yeah, honestly, that whole run, I think, was actually pretty fun, dude. I think it was fun, especially a section like Castle Ensis. I think that was really fun to go through, like super methodically. I think the whole run through Ensis was like, it was somewhere around an hour. And that was the best part about the mod, is that you could play through it in a way that actually was fair in most sections. There were a few that were pretty bad. That was kind of just dumb, such as the fissure and stuff. But aside from a few areas, it was actually pretty fun to play through that. And then, yeah, the final boss really sucked, but at least I got through it in the end. Yeah, that being said, I wouldn't recommend playing it. I genuinely would not recommend playing it unless you're a streamer and you're wanting to make content of it, which is it's good content. Like, both the videos did quite well and stuff. That's not the only reason why I did it. I did it because Bender recommended it to me or whatever, but but yeah, if you're just on your own playing it, I would advise against that, unless you're like an actual masochist and you like things that are obnoxiously hard. Maybe that's surprising to some people that I don't enjoy the pain of that, but so yeah, if I'm just by myself, then I just wouldn't do it probably. What is my strat here? You know what? I think I was doing Kukri over there or something like that. What was I doing on region locked at this part? I think it was something like that. Make the game look easy, then you play and get blasted. Well, I do have a lot of time in the game, so what's wrong with jumping over? It's either I've messed it up a few times or it's inconsistent. I've had him aggro, but maybe that was when I wasn't using silence. Kind of remember, like, I've fought Malenia with the claws a lot, but I kind of don't remember the punishes properly, though. Oh my god, that damage is insane. My goodness, dude. I think I use tap R2s a lot because maybe the R1s don't hit stun, but I think they do. guess that was another thing I was practicing a lot for bingo is the early Malenia with +0 claws or something. How do I maintain stream stamina? I don't know, dude. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean by that even? Because I haven't been streaming a whole lot lately. But I guess for this marathon, I don't know. Whey protein? No, it's not whey protein, dude. Speaking of endurance, I'm kind of already getting tired, dude. Do I have... I probably should swap to quick step here. Shit, dude. I wish I remembered, like... I think you can do R2 on a lot of things. But I may end up getting hit here just simply because I can't recall the punishes that well with claws. But I remember you can be insanely aggressive with them. Why is it 1916? It's because I already completed the any percent, which is the 16 bosses. And now we're doing more. So the run's already done, basically. I think charge R2, tap R2, R1? Yeah, you might be right, dude. You can get like you can be so aggressive with the claws in this fight. We switch back to Golden Vow. Muscle memory kicking. Yeah, maybe, you know what? You could be right, dude. You actually might be right. I have fought her a lot with the claws. So yeah, maybe once I get in there, I'll be like, oh yeah, this is right. My biggest concern about this marathon stream is my voice, dude. I think that's going to be the biggest problem. I've already been talking a lot. My god, that damage, dude. Oh my god. That's nuts. It's been a while since I've seen this good of damage, I guess. Muscle memory kicking, please. I'm already forgetting what I do on this boss, normally. Nice bleed. Okay, I got away with it. That was not a great fight, though. But I feel like I should come back here later and remember how to fight her with claws properly. Where shall we go next? I wonder if there's any chance that we one-cycle Mohg without needing the shackle. I think there is, but he might not stun in time. We need 5 charge R2s. But maybe we just don't even need it anyways. Let's just go to Mohg. But yeah, unfortunately, the muscle memory did not come back to me, and I didn't know how many attacks I could do. What a wild build this is, though, man. Like, this is a top-tier setup, for sure. Kind of goes without saying when you see that that Malenia phase 1. 99 dex just for fun. No, I mean, it's still, like, we still get a bit of damage from it. On a normal character, the returns wouldn't be worth it, but on a character like this, I literally don't need anything else. So, I mean, maybe we could go some strength. But no, the dex isn't just for fun. It's because it's probably the best thing I can level up. Obviously, the bleed mask or the white mask would be insane on this run, but I am not going to go kill that guy. It's too risky, I think. Just going to, like, jump attack me or something. We could, if we are going into sewer to get the shackle, I'm not sure if I will, but if we're going to go in the sewer, I may as well go cheese Esger, right? But my talisman set is pretty good already. Using Esger for 2 bosses. No, we're going to go into DLC if I survive. Yeah, like, obviously it's an improvement over what I have, but I don't know if it's big enough. Yeah, on these runs, like, we're just gonna go until I die. That's pretty much it. Imagine I somehow get an all bosses run or something like that. I don't know how far I would go. Because, yeah, if we beat Consort, then I would start doing, like, Bale and the Remembrances in the DLC. At least the good ones. And then if I kill all those ones, then if I come back to the base game and finish the rest of the Remembrances, then that's like a legit all Remembrances run. So I could do that. Okay, let's see what happens here. This should very easily one-cycle him, but I'm not sure with the... I don't know. I don't know if we would need a stun to do it. Probably not. I'm going to try to get one anyways, though. Like, am I playing the wrong game or something? Like, what is that? What is that damage, dude? It's like I'm playing on NG -1 right now. What even is that? Like, that didn't seem right, dude. That didn't seem right. Jesus, dude. That's crazy. It's like, okay, he starts to do his little buff, and then I do a charge or two, and it's like, there goes a quarter of his health bar in one swing. Jesus. Okay, well, should we go do Placidusax next? Nah, let's get these guys out of the way. Yeah, it didn't even seem right. Hunter's gonna love making a video out of this, dude. The easiest, like, teaser intro of all time with that Moog kill. It must have been, yeah, the Thorny tier plus, like, a thrusting counter hit. Do you counter hit when he does that countdown? Because that had to be something like that, right? Yeah, because it does hitbox. Yeah, it must have been a counter hit, because that was just gigantic fucking hit. Actually, not what I meant to grab. I kind of wanted the Dragon Wound Grease, but it's fine. Okay, so Red Wolf is scary, but I did pick up Val the Indomitable, just in case. Yeah, that's definitely some of the highest Moog damage I've seen in a long time, for sure. That was crazy, because that was more damage than Iron Balls get there, for sure, or Starfist. And then what would I have used? On the region lock, I would have used this Y-Hander, which is definitely not as good as that. Oh, wait, how am I doing this? I've kind of messed this up here. We are level 107 with 99 dex, and then I guess I actually will start leveling up strength at this point. Strength and endurance, but what's quite nice about the claws is that they're very stamina efficient on that charged R2. This is one big thing I'm noticing compared to using Starfist. Renala's going to be a 15-second fight. I hope you're right, dude, because Renala can unironically be quite dangerous. But yeah, she should be scripted in phase 2 with like a jump R2 plus a charged R2 or something. Yeah, we can go a bit of strength and we get some returns out of it. Val the Indomitable is 1 second of iframes. So it's pretty much like a dodge, but you get a second of iframes instead of like a third of a second, or a bit more than a third of a second, which is a normal roll. That's the tap R2 damage. That's funny. Because I didn't need it. So funny. It's crazy. I think it's just been a while. I've said this so many times, but I think it's been a while since I've done a high damage run like this. Because people are always like, oh, you're always saying this is crazy damage, but it's because the last run you did was vigor only with no buffs or something like that, right? But this does feel like some insane damage right here. Okay, so we will go bow, because that's a safer way to do it. Phase 1. I would like to Cragblade, but I guess I'm gonna have to wait to do it. But I'll Golden Vow and Lingering Strength here, I guess. Clearly won't get landed on. It's so dumb. I mean, it is an early game boss, obviously, but still pretty solid damage right there. Imagine this with Knight's Resolve, though. Maybe I should go grab it. Okay, so, I mean, all Remembrances, it's not technically done because Rykard, but we are going to do Placidusax instead, just because, again, Rykard with weapon-only runs in Phase 2 is just a no-go. I do think, like, maybe it would make sense to do Phase 1 with the weapon, and then Phase 2 go Serpent Hunter or something, but I don't know, man. Don't exactly feel the need to go there. Yeah, so we're going to do Placidusax instead. Did I even bleed Moog at all? Or was it just pure damage that killed him? I guess I didn't even pay attention to that. Did he bleed? Okay, you would imagine he would have, because he's so weak. Yeah, and imagine that this with the white mask as well. Definitely one of the best setups in the game. Now here, I don't think we're going to struggle, but just relative to other stuff, actually have higher motion value than Fist 290. Yeah, the R2, I think people sleep on the Claw R2 build. I think it's a slept-on build. Because pretty much the default that people want to go with the Claws is some Blood Flame multi-hit, which is really good still. But the reason I went with Charger 2 is because I know how much damage they have. And Bleed is more of a, like, you know, not a lot of buffs type of thing to do. Look at that damage, though. I should probably get behind him here. Ah. I wonder how close we were to a stun here. Probably not that close. Really hate that wing attack, but I'm kind of baiting it out. Oh, I did. Fucking hell. I don't think I did that, dude. I don't think I did that. Gotta roll back the tape and see if I did that. Very good damage. When I actually got the right punish, we smoked him, dude. Yeah, I did switch. I did switch with R1 there. Yeah, no, it just happened again. Yeah. I mean, should I be doing it with R2? I'm so used to doing it with R1. Yeah. So I should. Okay. Well, I've been playing this game for like 3 years with R1, but I guess I should probably swap to R2. Okay. Anyways, so we'll say base game's done. So let's head into DLC. Go do R'hllana next. Okay, this might be really scuffed. But I wanted to go through Castle Ensis the normal way. But I don't know how to do it without ranged on one particular part. Oh yeah, we're already plus 12 blessing right now. I'm just going straight to plus 12. Literally right at the start of the game, I'm going plus 12 blessing. Yeah, like maybe I shouldn't be running through Ensis forward. Because I forgot about the mage part. I remember the strat, but I don't have a great bow. I'm gonna have to figure out a strat for this, or maybe I just have to go get a great bow. And I would generally use double stealth as well, I think. I kind of wanted to go through the forward way. Because it's more interesting. It's just less running that way. And it's less downtime. I could just go get a great bow. I think I'll have to. Like, on the other run, I just used the bolt to blast him, but not sure about on this, what I can do. Okay, I think we normally just sleep pot up here, right? Oh, we're gonna have to throw another one. Okay. I'm probably gonna get hit here, but at least we can maybe figure it out for the future runs or something. I wonder if I can, like, jump on top of the bridge or the railing to not aggro this guy. Yeah, I guess you can sleep him too. Is that what I did on Region Locked? I can't remember. And then I remember being able to stealth past this guy. The thing is, when I did Region Locked, that was the first and only run that I've ever done where I've run through this area properly. So that's why I'm not really confident in the strats here. Because I've only done it once. Yeah, the Nightmare Sea here, I genuinely thought I was hooked. What I thought I remember thinking that I would have to go back into the base game and try to look for better talismans or something to try to get through. Yeah, this is kind of bad. I only know this section with range. This is some live testing if I've ever seen it. Oh my god. Need the beast torch out. Consistent. As we like to say. Someone's already casting at me. Like, this is so cooked. It's over. It is so over. Oh my god. Did my stealth run out, or like maybe you just need double stealth for this to work? I'm just gonna have to wing it here, I guess. This is so dumb. I think this is what people imagine no hit runs are like when they only see the video for it. They're like, oh yeah, he's just running through and he doesn't really have a strat. Okay, there's another mage that I'm supposed to range kill up here. Like, this is not how no hit runs normally work, but I'm getting away with it right now. Okay, there's one more guy, and I don't know what to do about him. But yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out this area with what we have right now after this run. What if I great bow him? Like, will it knock him off, maybe? Simple. Nice. Okay, that works. All right, well, we managed to do it, I guess. Yeah, I needed... Like, that mage section is honestly so tricky. I'm gonna get hit on this boss, probably, too. Like, I feel like I'm very rusty at this boss. But yeah, that mage part is normally very tricky, and I honestly don't know what I messed up. But maybe you just need double stealth for it. I'll have to check my region-locked run. Or on a Scadu Altus drop down. Yeah, you can, but I kind of specifically don't want to do it on this run because I think it's just more fun to go through the area and run all the way around and just drop down and kill the boss, but... What am I doing? Oh my god, what am I doing? Jesus, dude. Oh. I mean, we are blessing level 12, to be fair. Shit. Oh, god damn it, dude. God damn it. I should have aimed it down, I guess. Well, that's too bad. But yeah, run lost in the DLC. Still not bad though, but I kind of would like to see if I can figure out how to do this part for future runs maybe. It was a good run though. But yeah, probably out of all the weapons, this would be the most likely one that I would actually go and just complete all remembrances plus the DLC ones. Okay, what about Great Bow for this guy? I don't know what it would do, but... What if you just bonk him and then run? Yeah, I just got a little greedy on the transition, but the damage is so high. Even for level 12 Blessing, that is ridiculously high damage. So what if I do this and then Great Bow shot him? Because I likely will have a Great Bow by this point. Yeah, that seems good. So the strat is you go up here and then cut across. Yeah, that guy's aggroing because I don't have double stealth. Yeah, and these guys must be aggroing too because of no double stealth or something. Maybe I should go check the region locked run really quick. Okay, so I double stealth here, right? Yeah, double stealth makes that guy not see you. And Beast Torch out. And then double stealth again here. But I guess my initial stealth didn't run out here. That's probably why it worked, I guess. So does that mean I should get Gambit or what? What do I do if I get DLC? Because I don't want to go kill Ancient Dragon Man to get the Lamenting Visage. That seems like it's too far out of the way. But there aren't many options, right? There are only 2 options. Yeah, and see, the idea is you just sneak around them, and then you kill the guy up top, and then you could just basically go through, no problem. I'll just worry about it on the next run, I guess. Yeah, this is a nice strat, dude. Took me a long time to figure that out.